What is this inside the guppy tank? When we gently touch its body, it splits into two. But splitting does not mean it dies. It regenerates and becomes two worms. And today I will share with all of you about flatworms, also called Planaria. Right now, it is inside my breeding tank. Right inside the tank, guys, the first identification feature of Planaria is its long body shape. And it sticks flat against the glass. When resting, it looks extremely flat. The second feature, its body is brown in color. The third feature is the head shape. The head is slightly triangular and pointed. It looks like this. When it moves, you can see it sliding along the tank glass. It slides on the glass and tank bottom. It looks pretty creepy. Do you see it sliding? Many people confuse it with bloodworms, but bloodworms have round tube-shaped bodies. They are round, not flat. This one is clearly flat. Do you see its head lifting up? It looks creepy. Now I will show one more example, so you can identify it clearly. When I touch its body, it curls up or breaks if pressed harder. I will touch it again for you. See, it is curling up. It curls immediately. Now it does not look like a worm. Not worm-like at all. Do you see that? It looks like a small fragment, like a piece of fallen aquatic leaf. And guppies do not eat this creature. Maybe it tastes bad, so fish avoid it. Fish only eats bloodworms. Now I will touch the bigger one inside here, so you can see clearly. There it fell off, everyone. I place it on this glass container edge. This one. I just touch its body lightly, and it splits instantly. Here. It split, the head separated. You see, it becomes two parts. Like this. It looks pretty creepy. When split like this, it still moves normally. This creature has very special cells inside its body. They allow self-regeneration. For example, if cut in half, it regenerates into two worms. It regrows body, head, and eyes. Even the tail. Whatever is missing, it regrows. This creature is very dangerous. Just touching can split it. Now I release it back in the water. There. Now it returns to cell form. It sinks downward. Here. Then it fully regenerates again and recovers gradually. This species reproduces very fast and in large numbers. If fish bite off the tail, it can still regenerate. Even split in half, it regenerates. Or when I accidentally touch it while siphoning debris or scrubbing tanks and splitting it, it still regenerates into two. This creature does not give live birth. It reproduces by laying eggs. Previously, I already shared with you how to identify this creature. Next, I will share with you whether Planaria flatworms appearing in guppy tanks are beneficial or harmful. Right now, I will explain clearly about this issue. This creature has absolutely no benefit when it appears in our aquarium. Instead, it becomes a harmful organism, very dangerous in aquariums. It usually gathers around bloodworm areas, especially near bloodworm baskets. It lives here in large numbers and attaches to bite bloodworms. It eats bloodworms inside the basket. When bloodworms fall to the bottom, it becomes even worse. They gather into a tight ball, completely covering the bloodworms. You can barely see bloodworms anymore. They block bloodworm movement, preventing bloodworms from surfacing on bloodworm baskets like this. First, when it appears in the tank, it competes with guppies for food. That is the first harm. Second, if guppy fry are present, this creature can attack them. It attaches and bites the fry. This happens very frequently, especially with newborn fry. Just born fry, lying on the tank bottom, are bitten immediately. At night, fry sleep on the bottom, and it attacks them too. Third, for adult guppies. Weakened fish, or resting at the bottom at night, sleeping on the tank bottom, if bitten and unable to resist. They can also be killed. This creature is extremely dangerous. The next harm is that it causes guppies severe stress. In tanks like this, fish grow slower and get sick easily. Many problems start appearing just because this creature exists. That is why it is extremely dangerous. And the next danger is that it reproduces extremely fast. Cut in half, it becomes two creatures. Even leeches are not as strong as this. Leeches die when cut in half. Many think they survive, but they do not. This species has a very special cell system. It can regenerate head, tail, and eyes. Whatever is lost gets restored. Complete regeneration. Very terrifying. The guppies you see here are my blue topaz embroidery bridge line. However, this line does not breed consistently. Each batch colors differently. Some show strong embroidery bridge, others show much less. These fish were fed bloodworms this morning, and some remain. They are quite full. How to spot sick guppies? When the tank has no food, but fish cluster and wobble abnormally, it is almost certainly illness. This is a clear sign. On the other hand, when food is present and fish are full, they swim like this. Full fish swim slow and steady. Please remember this point. Observe here. The fish swim strong and stable. They clearly swim in pairs. The visuals are impressive. Next, I will share treatment methods for those facing this issue, just like my fish farm. A complete solution to fully eliminate Planaria flatworms. After discovering them in the tank, I researched their harm carefully, then tested many treatments. The goal was total removal, so they never return. This process took nearly 2 weeks. The first method I used was adding betta fish. I took bettas from my farm and put them into guppy tanks. Then I removed the guppies. Like this tank you see today. It became almost completely clean. No sign of them anymore. However, it is not that simple. After further research, I learned they do not only split in half. They also lay eggs. The eggs are tiny, similar to bloodworm eggs. Their eggs and cocoons are microscopic, scattered throughout the tank. Betta fish cannot find them all, so they cannot eat everything. That is the weakness. Second, when eggs hatch into tiny juveniles, guppies also struggle to notice them. So they survive and keep growing. If we reuse this tank to raise guppies again, even after moving fish out, then returning guppies later, I can guarantee within 1 to 2 weeks, they will appear again, very heavily. I experienced this firsthand, so I am sharing this for everyone to know. Using bettas only reduces them quickly. For example, during heavy outbreaks, when urgent action is needed, not for complete elimination. In those cases, adding betta fish shows fast results because bettas are predators. They eat exposed worms, but eggs and cocoons remain. They exist in large numbers inside the filtration system, within filter media, and hidden corners scattered throughout the tank. Betta fish cannot solve this completely, so I found a second method. The second method is this. This is one of my guppy tanks. I drained the water down to 10 centimeters. Originally, this tank held about 30 liters. After draining, only about 10 liters remained. When water level stayed at 10 centimeters, I added 1 handful of rock salt. A full handful like this. Many died immediately. Some of them could not climb the tank walls and died in salty water. They cannot tolerate high salinity. Others managed to climb the walls. I observed this. After adding salt, many crawled up the walls. After draining and siphoning debris, the tank walls stayed damp. In a damp environment, they can survive about 2 days. Around 2 days. Once the walls dry completely, they crawl back into the water. They die upon contact with salt water. This is one method that eliminates them quite thoroughly and almost removes them completely. However, This method will affect the guppies in the tank. You can move fish to another tank or keep them in this 10-liter water, and they can still survive normally. But when salt is added, beneficial bacteria are almost completely killed. You must restart the biosystem, add beneficial bacteria again, and allow time for bacteria to regrow and the water clears again. Once bacteria stabilize, the fishy smell disappears. This rock salt method was carefully tested over a long time. Then I found the third method. This is the most optimal method. It minimally affects the tank and does not kill beneficial bacteria. I will show it to you. For full treatment, I use biofembendazole. This is a veterinary medicine, commonly used for deworming. In 100 grams of this drug, it contains 3.8 grams fembendazole. Fembendazole is the active ingredient, specifically killing Planaria flatworms. It kills both adult worms and juveniles, even newly hatched ones, including egg cocoons, much more effective than betta fish. This is a major advantage. Most importantly, this drug is very safe for fish. It only affects the nervous and digestive systems of Planaria. It does not affect vertebrate animals like guppies and other fish. The tank ecosystem remains stable. However, this method is for fish-only tanks. If shrimp are present, remove the shrimp first, then apply the treatment. After adding the drug, Planaria lose regeneration ability. They are completely eliminated. None remain in the tank. This is the strongest advantage. One-time treatment, permanent removal. Next, I will prepare the solution outside and guide you step by step. The usage method is very simple. Previously, I did not mix it elaborately. If pre-mixed in water, it dissolves faster. The effect also appears sooner. However, adding powder directly also works. The drug still works effectively. Planaria die very quickly. The results are obvious. This method still works. However, while waiting for the powder to dissolve and absorb into their bodies, they only then start dying. This process takes quite a long time. Additionally, this medicine also kills Hydra. Very troublesome creatures. I will film close-up later, so you can see clearly, very close shots. This medicine only affects invertebrate organisms. Hydra belong to this group. Previously, I thought Hydra were aquatic plants, but that is not true. Hydra are related to jellyfish. They have tentacles, capable of hunting and moving. They do not stay still like plants. When zoomed in, you see tentacles constantly moving. Tentacles swing back and forth. Anything passing by gets grabbed immediately. Once grabbed, it bites and eats. Hydra eat bloodworms, eat Artemia and fry. Even adult fish passing by can also be attacked. Tanks with many Hydra. Fish become stressed easily and get sick very easily. Female guppies in this tank, I noticed, do not become gravid again, even with sufficient feeding, because the tank has Hydra and also Planaria flatworms. These are two major enemies of guppies. Previously, I tried using a very small dose, just chopstick tip size. After adding the medicine, I waited 2 days without results. Almost none of them died. At that time, I used a yogurt spoon. I scooped 1 full spoon of powder. The remaining powder like this, I poured directly into the tank without diluting first. 2 days later, they died massively. Many of them died. When dying, they shrink and completely stop moving. At that point, they turn white, no longer brown like before. Now I will move over and show how to mix the medicine. Here I use an electric kettle to boil water quickly. Okay. I take the medicine packet, left from the previous use. This packet is very cheap, only a few thousand per packet. Very economical. From my experience, In fish keeping, usable veterinary medicines are usually very cheap. Because they are veterinary drugs, veterinary medicines must be cheap, so farmers can use them regularly. Meanwhile, aquarium-specific products are usually much more expensive. They target the ornamental fish market, so prices get pushed up. I am sharing honestly with you. Now I pour the medicine out. No more headaches from now on. The problem is solved cleanly. It feels very reassuring. Later, I will return to the tank to show you the results. This morning, I saw them dying, so I shared it immediately. If it were ineffective, I would not share this. I only share after success. The amount used is only about a small spoon tip like this. I did not measure exact grams. This is a full dose like this. Now, I add boiling water to dissolve faster. I'm not sure about clumping, so I stir quickly. I stir evenly until fully dissolved. It must dissolve completely. Used directly for guppy tanks. The smell is quite mild. Then I let it cool down. This time for sure, the flatworms will be fully eliminated. I do not pour it yet, letting it cool a bit more. I add normal water to prevent temperature shock. If fish swim through, hot water is dangerous. This is a breeding tank used directly for this video, sharing real experience with you. Now I pour the medicine in. Like this. The concentration must be strong to kill flatworms completely. Note, too low dosage will not work. Flatworms are barely affected. During treatment, remove bloodworms from the tank. I take the bloodworm basket out to avoid organic waste buildup. If any remain, remove them completely. Now the tank has only fish and clean water. The filter runs normally. No problems at all. Flatworms hiding in filters will absorb the medicine too. The drug flows with water, so they cannot escape. If you accidentally overdose, there's no need to panic. Just change water more often. Lower the tank concentration, because this medicine is safe for guppies. A slight overdose is acceptable, but only within safe limits. Do not misunderstand this. It does not mean pouring half a packet into 30 liters. If you do that, I cannot guarantee guppy safety. Next, always run oxygen when using this drug. Run it 24 hours continuously. Keep it running until flatworms are fully dead. After that, reduce oxygen to 8 hours daily. During this process, oxygen creates water flow, helping spread the medicine. This step is very important. Second, when flatworms die, eggs and remaining bodies, or leftover bloodworms, start decomposing. With oxygen present, water degrades more slowly. Beneficial bacteria stay stable. They help process waste. After treatment, around 2 days, or up to 3 days, you will see clear results. Last time I added powder directly, without hot water mixing. So it took 3 days. Flatworms fully died then, this time with hot water. The medicine dissolves faster. I expect about 2 days. They should be gone. Very effective. When flatworms start shrinking, from long to short, and turn white, that is the right time. At that moment, siphon the tank bottom. Remove all bodies and eggs. Clean the substrate thoroughly. This step is critical. It helps the tank stabilize faster and prevents recurrence. Siphon about 50% is enough. Then slowly add water daily. Add small amounts so water level rises gradually. Do not change 50% at once. Then refill immediately. That easily causes water shock. If fish die at this step, it is water shock, not caused by medicine. Please remember this. As for Hydra in this tank, the same medicine works. It eliminates them as well. One medicine, two purposes. This fish of mine is not very old yet, but shows stress signs. Gasping gills, restless swimming, living with Hydra, and many flatworms. Fish become stressed easily. These creatures explode in dirty tanks. Lots of waste leftover food. With bloodworms, they gather fast. That is completely normal. Now I have mixed the medicine. For the Hydra tank here, this is my breeding tank. I imported this pair together. Priced around 5 million. Expensive, but genetics are worth it. Last spawn produced 1 batch. Only 10 fry survived. They were quite weak initially. Among those 10, 1 female shows heavy patterning. Very beautiful. Pure embroidery bridge style. I will show close-ups later. For now, I still see bloodworms at the bottom. They must be removed completely. Decay will dirty the water, then spread medicine evenly. Important note, during medication treatment, do not change water. Water changes reduce effectiveness. Changing water now dilutes the medicine. The dose becomes too weak. That summarizes today's video. Please remember this point. If flatworms crawl on tank walls, never crush them by hand. Do not smash them. Crushing splits them in half. Split in half. They regenerate into 2. That only makes more appear. These flatworms must be treated correctly, with the proper dosage. Correct use ensures full elimination. Hydra are treated the same way. Now I return to the farm. There is one more tank to show. This tank was already treated. Previously I used a small dose, only chopstick tip size, ineffective. After increasing to spoon tip size, the worms started dying. These are close-up worm remains. They are tiny, hard to focus. Please look closely. They turned white, no longer brown. Fish swim past, but the remains do not move. They have fully contracted and show no movement. These remains were here before filming, now filming again. They remain unchanged. This morning, staff siphoned debris. The entire bottom was cleaned. You can see siphon marks. Here's the female guppy. She is completely healthy, swimming normally, no stress, no shock signs. So please feel assured about the medicine shared. Just use it correctly. Do not abuse overdosing. Severe overdosing is what harms fish. This dosage is safe. Flatworms in this tank are fully eliminated. Previously, I placed a cup here as a marker. You can see medicine splashed onto this cup. I keep the cup here to mark treated tanks and show the exact tank to you. Now look over here. This is my White Tiger VIP group. I treated this tank as well. Now I fully understand how to control flatworms and Hydra. Fast, clean, and complete treatment.